Hey friends, Tia here at B5 Designs. Welcome to my channel. I am on to share some flea marketing finds. Flea marketing, thrift stores, antique stores, I don't know what you call them. The one we went to is called Whistle Stop Antiques. And oh my gosh, the people that own this, I just absolutely, I don't go there very often, maybe once a year, but I mean, they go in, and I don't know if they go and buy the stuff and then put it in their shop, but almost every room, because they're old buildings, so they have lots of different rooms and wines and different stuff, ways to get to each room. But they take and they punch out each tag out of like card, what do you call it, the brown paper that we all use. Oh my goodness. And they do like a my gosh, my words, not just a round punch but a edged punch, like a round, oh my gosh. Anyway, and they neatly write the tag, write the price, and they'll do bigger ones and they'll write the information on it. Sometimes they'll put bag toppers. You'll kind of see. And I think they have a couple of gals. I know one gentleman for sure, but it might be two that owns it. And we were talking to him about polishing silver and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, I can't stand doing it, so I'll have one of my ladies do it." So I do think he has a couple of ladies that work for him. But oh my gosh, it's just an amazing store, and I'll show you obviously the stuff I got from there. And then the one store we went into, I was so disappointed in. I did find some little golden books, but they were really beat up. The little girl had scribbled all over in them and stuff, but I was gonna get him because I thought I could salvage enough of the pictures out of it. And of course they were like Winnie the Pooh, and I ended up just putting them back because I didn't find anything else, and I wasn't going to go up to the cash register for that. And there's a lady in there that sells wood stamps, and she has them so overpriced, and I made the mistake of accidentally buying some of hers before because I was walking around with them, and my husband said, I asked my husband, "Hey, can you hold these for me?" And he's like, "Oh, sure." Well, then they always have somebody walking around saying, "Oh, can I take these up to the register for you?" Well, he didn't realize I hadn't completely decided on them. And so he said, "Oh, yeah, go ahead." And so then I felt obligated. Well, she asks like $10 for one stamp, one wood stamp. And she had some cute ones that I would have bought, but I wasn't paying $10. I mean, I don't know stamp companies, like for you guys that collect them, that maybe know the brands and stuff, you would have known whether it was worth it or not. But I don't know that any stamp sold at a flea market is worth $10 for one. But I'm just saying, it makes me angry because I know people are trying to make money, and I understand that, but you can't overprice your stuff because it's not going to sell. And when I see things that are what I think is higher priced, I'm like, yeah, they know what they have. They know they have something, which, I get that. Put the price on it, but then it takes away from what I personally will buy. I'm trying to think of an example. Like if you've got little golden books and you're putting, and this happens in the bigger towns around us, and you're putting $10 on them, I'm not going to buy them. You can have 50 of them sitting there and have $10 a piece on them. I don't know that anybody would buy them. Now, if you had $4 or $5 and it was one that I really wanted, then I would. And you'll kind of see this at the antique one a little bit if I remember the prices, where I paid a little bit higher price for some stuff than I normally would have. But anyway, so first off, I got this set, and it was kind of a whim. And the reason why I got it, let me move so I'm a little bit more centered. I had to stop the video because I had my camera up too high and I felt like you guys couldn't see what I was doing. So if I'm not centered, that drives me crazy, but we'll roll with it. So this isn't exactly what I thought it was, but it will work. Now these are, I love this kind of paper, except for when I was a kid it was brown. But I like this. This is actually to teach kids how to write. And I thought about asking my daughter-in-law if she wants this, because my grandson, who's only 4, just turned 4, he did so well with his preschool homeschooling that they decided to go ahead and start him in kindergarten this year. And, you know, they have to still fulfill the state curriculum and everything. But, and I know I'm a grandma and I'm partial, but he really is exceptionally smart. So, anyway. So it just has these, and then, you know, I think it starts out like this with showing you how to write. I'm like, man, if I could find one in cursive, I would like to improve my writing. So anyway, I thought these would be cool to tea dye, which I've said. Now these have like an embossing on them, I think, to help the kid stay on the lines, which is kind of cool. And I don't know, like, if you inked it or tea dyed it, coffee dyed it, if that will show up, but wouldn't that be cool? And then these are just a little bit thicker pages that have the same thing, but those are usable. So there was 2 of these in there, and this one's, yeah, they all say learn to letters, see and feel. So basically the same concept. And then, so these are for my creative junk journaling. And then printing power. I thought this was really cool. And, you know, like in theory, it teaches you how to print. But I'm just gonna, I'm gonna share some, and I'm going to tea dye some. I'll probably tea dye the bulk of it, or yeah, I'll tea or coffee dye it, I think. And then this one is I Can Trace, and this is a big one, but it has cute graphics in it. And so I thought the graphics alone could be fun, depending on what you're doing, you know, in your journaling. And you know what? They may end up on a shelf and never used, but see, we got the bunny. I think that's just all fun. Cars. So yeah, these are just random pages you can put in your journals. And then this one is just, I guess, an ABC's school specialty planning and student development. I don't know what that means. And so, like, it has the assignment sheet. I think that's so cool. I don't know. And then again, the writing paper, but then it has story starters. You know, none of that's going to really matter, most likely. But, and this looks like it was pretty, you know, it got used, because there's not that much in there. So that is that. I'm kind of excited about, anytime I find, of course, I want the aged, old, janky stuff, but I can age it and make it janky. So I got that. And then I like these to put in your journals, kind of like patterns, but they're hot iron transfers. I think we used them in like embroidery back in the day, but I think they're cute. And these don't need any, this is already aged but how cute. Look at that little girl, and then the boy and the girl, and it's just packed full of cute little images. So I do buy these when I see them, and I think I probably paid $1 for these. And they still make these today. I think you can still buy them at Hobby Lobby. I might be able to get it back in its package here. And I don't really know. I don't know how I got that out because it was really weirdly taped up. I was looking, like, I don't know if there's a year on it. I don't know that it really matters. But this one was originally nursery rhymes. So I know they've been around a while, and I'm just assuming that they're old. But that one I liked because it is very old looking. Now this one is one, I don't even think this has been opened. And I'm not being very good with the envelope here, opening it. So I'm guessing it's probably not very old. And I don't know, because they're iron-on transfers, if you can tea dye them. I guess I can cut one and try it. But the paper looks aged, so I don't know that it would matter. But see, you get cute little images like that. And wouldn't those be cute in a, or when you get like this, and you could probably even color them if you wanted to. So it's all stuff I'll have to try. I've bought some of these before because it was kind of like a light bulb moment. I have a few like patterns that I've bought. I think they're just fun things to stick in your journal. I did buy this Peter Rabbit. I think he's very cute. I don't remember how much I paid for these. I want to say maybe $2 to $4. This one does have that in there, but I don't really care. It does seem to be in quite good shape. There is a crayon marking, but sometimes if it's not like super bad, like that's not on a page of the book. But see, that would be fun to put in, actually in a junk journal page. But I love Peter Rabbit. And this one says its 12th printing was 1979. So I was 12. I was born in 67. So, but yeah, I love Beatrix Potter. Beatrice, I don't know. And then I got Winnie the Pooh Meets Gopher. And some of these, this little book belonged to a kid named Jonathan. And it looks to me like Jonathan took pretty good care of this book. And I'm going to look, I don't know. Now this one says copyright 1965. Then it says, actually it says illustrations in this book copyright are 1964. So that was before I was born. So I probably got a pretty good deal on this. My issue is, will I ever be able to take them apart and make them a junk journal? Some of them I will, some of them I won't. And then I thought this, The Animals of Farmer Jones. I thought this was really cute. There is a little, looks like he tried to do a little pencil marking in there. And let's see. Now this one says copyright was 1953. And then it says, okay, here's what it says. 15th printing 1977, copyright 1953, 1942, copyright renewed in 1970 by Western Publishing Company. That doesn't make any sense. Copyright in 1953 and then copyright in 1942. Whatever. But we did do our little pumpkin patch, and I know Kim, hey Kim, if you're watching, over at Kimbo Creations is doing one from their little, I don't know if it was a pumpkin patch trip or a zoo trip. But I was thinking, because we went to the pumpkin patch and the kids adored the animals, I was thinking this one I'm more willing to take apart and do a junk journal, but it would be very, it would be basically take it apart, but then reuse all of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll have to check into some more of that. And then I did pick up this, and I think I only paid a couple of bucks for it. They drive me nuts because they take the tags off, but they don't take the string off. This is a just snap journaling cards. I like these, and these are all perfect. They say like today, this, documented, and I think I might have one of these, but I feel like my heart is truly making mini albums and junk journals. That's what I really love. And so I don't know, that may be where I end up at doing mostly. And then I was thinking about this the other day because I remember highlights from my childhood, and I know they still make highlights today, and these are not that old. This is from 1994. This one's from 1997. And then we have one from 1995. But I just was like, I would like to get my hand on some highlights to put in my creative junk journals. And so, and it doesn't even have to be like this. I might just use the graphics out of it. They're already aged quite nicely, so I wouldn't necessarily have to tea dye them or anything. But this is something where I would just maybe take the pages and just put them in there. You know how you do tip-ins. Or I always thought these were fun. So I did pick up 3 highlights. They were 50 cents a piece. They had a complete year's collection, and they wanted 20 bucks for it, but I was like, I don't really think that I need that. And then I did pick this up, and I really got it for junk journaling, but I probably will share it. I'm gonna open it. It's kind of weird to me. It says Kinko Specialty Papers. So I suppose it's 8.5 by 11 format. I think this was something that you would make like invitations on. But it's nice and thick. Not super thick, but thick. And I can cut them. And obviously I don't need this many, so I would share them. But what cute little Halloween. And it would be cute too if you were doing a swap to use this as backing for your goodies. Now I took it out of the package, so it's all going to be loose. Let's see. Okay, so I thought this was weird, but not weird because, you know, the guy wouldn't know, really, in all honesty. Yeah, I'm looking for something. I hope I didn't lose it. Yeah, there we go. I picked up these bags of beads. You guys know we're all into the beadables. And I saw these and they were like $2. So I picked this up. I don't have a lot of large beads. What I have is a lot of like this size. And they're nice, but the amount that I have of them is ridiculous. I have very few of the bigger size ones. And then I also got it in purple. I think this is funny because it's purple snowflakes on those, a couple of those, but the rest is, see, I have a lot of like that size, like a lot. And they're not, you know, for dangles and that, yes. So I was checking out and the guy asked me, what are you gonna do with all these stickers? I got these, and these were all $1 a piece, and these are Prima. It says Artist Aids. I don't know how old this is because I haven't seen a Prima like this, and I don't really know, and I don't even know if they're Prima. It says Prima Marketing, but it doesn't give me a date. Dates probably don't matter, but so he's like, what are you gonna do with all these stickers? And I'm like, dude. I said scrapbooking and album making. So I thought these were cute. And I like the flat stuff for in my creative journals because you can't get them too fluffy, and especially where I don't do like 1 month at a time. I don't have enough going on in my life in a month that would. This one's cute. I gotta take those off. I'm sorry. I don't even know. Oh, that K & Company. So this is very pretty, and I actually have a little mini journal I'm working on right now that will go good in. Now there is one missing on here, big deal. But look at those and make cute tabs if you wanted. So that was cute for $1 a piece. I did put a bunch back because I was like, I'm not really going to use those. I don't want to put that there because I have my I don't know. When I get into this antique store one, they're all like finds of the day to me. So that's where we're headed. Then I gotta go try to, I don't know, I might not take these into my craft room quite yet. And I kind of wish the guy left the tags on them because they're so cute, but he did leave it on this one. And this is like how they package all their stuff. I mean, they go and they package everything like this. And I'm going to send these to a friend. Good old-timey clothespins, $5. 80, booth number 82. That's where I think that means booth 82, but I'm not really sure. But look at how cute they did these up. And at first I thought it was just one lady. And then as I got going through the place, I noticed that no, they're all like that. These I'm going to give to my husband, but they're World War II gas stamps. And it tells you on here, and it has the person's name, and then there's a thing in there that tells you how he collects World War II stuff. So, and then I did get these because I just thought it was cute, but they're German Christmas cards, a little Christmas postage. Now, I obviously cannot read German, but my husband speaks a little bit of German, and so he can make out words. But nowadays, if you can read it, you can look it up. But I really liked this, and so I picked it up. This is one where I think I probably paid too much because I paid $3 for this, and I believe I paid $3 for this, but this I think is worth $3. That's a good piece of memorabilia. And then I got this little one. Now this one, I've never seen them. They did that kind of a tag on it. And this is the antique store. And this is just a little teeny tiny, but it is in German. And then that's it. How simple can you get? But it's old. I don't know how old. It says 1940s. So, and I know in our surrounding area in the state of Nebraska, particularly close to the area that I lived, it was a place where a lot of German people moved to, and my mom had a lot of stories about that. So I think that's why in this area you do find a lot of, not a lot, but I do find some German memorabilia type stuff. I'm sorry, I'm getting into my refrigerator because I need a drink. I drank my coffee, now I need something else. Now these are nothing but just old, and I've gotten these before, sew and stitch needle assortments, but I'm going to gift one of these. Now here's this one, and I did pay, I think, $5 maybe for these, but I'm gonna gift this to somebody that I know is into this kind of stuff. And I'm getting a couple of packages ready to go out. One I had and was gonna send, and then I thought, oh, maybe I'll add some more to it, and I haven't added more to it yet, but I think I'm gonna send it. Now this is kind of a weird purchase, but I love the old when Hobby Lobby first opened here in town, they carried a lot of Mary Englebright stuff, and I just love the style of it. But this says thank a teacher. Well, obviously I'm not a teacher, but I thought it would be fun to use the graphics out of here. And even this, I think it'll be cool to use the graphics out of here. I did probably pay more than I should have for something that I'm gonna cut up, but look at how cute. I paid $7 for this, but there is some of the cute graphics in here. And I think I'm going to stop this video and do a part 2. Look at this. Wouldn't that be a cute card front for somebody, you know, that's graduating, or this is where I fell in love, right here. So, isn't that cute? That was the purpose of this. So anytime I see, which is not very often, anything Mary Englebright, I do try to pick it up, or anything Mary Englebright looking. And I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole on that on eBay, but I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet. I am going to come back because I have 5 more items, but 2 of them are really awesome. So let me come back with a part 2.